Hi guys, it's Katie. It's Friday morning and it's like 10 o'clock. I was going to pick up the camera earlier and then I talked myself out of it. Let me get that bright window out of the background. I talked myself out of it, but then I seem to be having like a halfway decent hair day, so I thought I would run with it. We have some things to do today. We're having our bathroom demolished on Monday, so we have to kind of prepare for that this weekend. I also have a few things that I'm working on, like craft-wise, that I thought maybe you'd be interested in seeing. So anyway, I thought I'd vlog a little bit. I got my soap making oils out. I wanted to make soap last night, but I didn't have enough lye, so I have to pick up some lye from the hardware store. So hopefully I can find it. I know some places it's hard to find lye because I guess it's used for, is it manufacturing meth? It's for something unsavory. So a lot of hardware stores and a lot of like states have laws against selling it, and then some hardware stores just don't like selling it. So I think like the chains just protect themselves by not selling it at any of their stores. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to find it like close to my house. Otherwise, there's a really cool family hardware store, but it's across town. I know they have it. That's where I usually get it, and I like shopping there. It's just across town. We're also going to go to the library today. But anyway, my daughter is really dragging her feet getting ready, so. Are you done? She has to tidy up her room for inspection. And I go up and make sure everything's put away. Well, the bed is made. Still a few things on the floor. And her dollhouses. I don't know what's happening with Grandpa on the roof. But the bed's made, so that's really all I care about. I'll show you this. She got this for Christmas from her godmother. I think she bought this on Etsy. But it's Hobbs from Calvin and Hobbs. So cute. So this is the bathroom we're getting redone. Let's give you a sneak peek of a before. There's so much wrong with this bathroom. It's not even funny. Like, this medicine cabinet is horrible. It's all rusty up here, and like it's all chipped down here on the bottom of the mirror. And then this door doesn't even close. That our nice, lovely sawed-off toilet. This toilet was actually downstairs in a bathroom that we never used. And then the toilet that was here broke, so my husband, rather than buying a brand new toilet, he just pulled the one up from downstairs. But the space downstairs where this was much smaller, and you know, the toilet didn't fit. So the people who installed it did what any rational person would do, and they took a saw to a toilet to make it fit. And then over here is the tub. This is kind of the big catalyst for why we're changing everything. I hate this tub. When we bought this house, I was like kind of impressed with it, but I think I used it like once. I had to clean it like so much with all these like caustic chemicals, because you have to clean inside the jets and the pipes and everything. So much nasty stuff came out when I cleaned it, and I think I took like one bath, and then it was just a headache. So every week I have to get into each of these little things and scrub them out. We have hard water, so if water sits in there, it just like builds up minerals, and I don't know, it's just, I hate this tub. So we're getting just a regular tub, which I'm so happy about. My kids are super happy about, because then they can like take actual baths. I mostly just like hose down my kids in here since I don't want them to, you know, touch those things. Ugh, so yucky. So anyway, that's our bathroom. Did you collect the library books?
No.
Are we going to the library?
Yes. Let's go away there.
You're so nosy. So we finished up at the library and then we went to Lidl. They have a toaster oven in the sale paper and I wanted to check it out. My toaster oven died and I was looking at a bunch of different ones on Amazon, and my toaster is really old, like probably 30 years old, and it just suddenly died. So in the meantime, since 30 years ago, they started putting non-stick on the inside of toaster ovens, which is just a terrible idea because whoever really even cleans the inside of their toaster? I don't ever. I don't really care. You know, as long as it's not smoking, I really don't care. So the high heat of the toaster mixed with Teflon just seems like a terrible idea, but it's hard to find one. Like, it's impossible to find one without. I found one on Amazon. It's called like I think it's called Rosewill or Rosewell brand. They're actually a computer company. They make gaming computers, but they make a few like kitchen appliances. So I was gonna get that on Amazon. I was still kind of thinking about it and basically saving a little money for it. It's only 40 bucks, but they had one in the Lidl ad and it's 30 bucks and it looks very similar as far as the style and, you know, the way the dials are set up. So I was wondering if it was kind of like a knockoff. So I wanted to see if it had, you know, non-stick inside. It's so beautiful out today. It's been cold and then it was like 70 degrees and then it was cold again, and now I think it's probably going to be in the mid-60s today and sunny and beautiful. And I put a hat on even though I was having a good hair day, and now I don't even need it. It's actually pretty warm in the car. I got to start the engine here in a minute. But anyway, they didn't have the toaster ovens here at Lidl. It was, the promotion starts on Sunday, so I'll have to come back. But I did get some cool things. They had, all of their organic produce was on sale. Awesome prices. Like, awesome prices for produce in general, and then it's organic, and it looked really good. So I've been trying to stay out of grocery stores. I don't know why I turned this on, because I don't want the heat on. I want cold air. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I'm trying to stay out of grocery stores just to help stick to my grocery budget. But if I go into a grocery store and I see awesome produce and it's on sale, I don't care what it is, if it's on the meal plan or not, I will figure it out. Especially if it's like carrots or something that can always be, you know, cut up and eaten as a snack, or they just stay in the fridge for a while. So I actually am going to be making next week's meal plan, probably today. Thursday, Friday is usually when I start making that plan. So I'll have to figure out, because I got some sweet potatoes and some really nice stuff. So anyway, once I get home, once I turn this camera off and stop gabbing, I will drive home and then I will show you exactly what I bought. The lighting is so flattering. Can't see any flaws, so I'm completely washed out. Okay. Oh my gosh. Why is it so much fun to fill up your grocery cart? And not so much fun to haul it all inside. So I didn't end up going to the hardware store and getting the lye. I looked online actually. I think Home Depot and Lowe's both will tell you if something's in stock. And I think Lowe's had like a big bottle and it was like 18 bucks. But the one that I usually get is like 3 or 4. So anyway, this is what I got at Lidl. Chamomile tea. Because we actually ran out of, we had no non-caffeinated tea in the house, and that's not going to work for me. I got these avocados. These are organic 4-pack of avocados. Let me get the receipt because there was awesome prices. They had all of their organic produce, 25% off. And I think when I first went to Lidl, I was a little disappointed with their organic selection. So hopefully this means they're going to be getting more. Maybe it's just a marketing thing for the new year. Hold on. Okay, so let's see. Avocados, $2.84 for a 4-pack. The conventionally grown ones were $1.29 each, so they're a little bit smaller, but I mean they were better than the conventional ones. So I got those. These are organic mandarins. These were $2.99 for 2 pounds. And they look nice. The ones it seems like when I get a bag like this, even though my daughter can go through a bag like this in like 2 days, they always go bad. And I think maybe it's just they're handled improperly or something. Got some organic bananas. These were 44 cents a pound. And they were nice and green because I do have some that are riper over there. And then I got a bunch of ground beef. This is grass-fed organic ground beef 1-pound packages, and they were $3.99 each. So I got 6 packs. We're actually out of ground beef from our cow order, and I want to place another cow order, but we are also renovating the bathroom, so I'm not sure if I have, you know, $1,500 to drop on a cow right now. So I got 6 packs of that. And then I got a can of tomato paste soup. Because we're having pizza tonight, and I'm not sure if I have, I know I don't have tomato paste. I'm not sure if I have pizza sauce already made in the freezer. I got these breakfast links because my husband asked me to get them. I got this julienne peeler. I have a mandolin, but I really thought this would be quick for just really quick things. And also, we have a friend who showed us how to make green papaya salad, like Thai green papaya salad, and she had something like this to cut the carrot and the green papaya into strips to make that salad. So I thought that would be super handy. I got some linguine. I just emptied the box last night, and I don't have any other whole wheat pasta since we had pasta twice this week. I kind of went through what I had, but I like to always have a box of pasta and a jar of sauce. Like, it's the bare minimum dinner that I can throw on the table really quick if something terrible happens. They had these carrots, organic carrots, I think were like 74 cents. Sorry, it took me forever to find that. I got 2 bags. My husband really likes snacking on these. And then I got these organic tricolor carrots. And I looked through, you know, when they have these, they'll have like 1 purple carrot, 1 white carrot, and then a whole bunch of orange carrots. But this bag is like almost all purple carrots. There's actually 2 orange carrots and 2 yellow carrots or white carrots, and the rest are all purple. So that's going to be super exciting. I might roast these for dinner next week or just cut them up. Everything. Oh, and then I got these sweet potatoes. These were 3-pound bags for $2.24 and organic. So all of the produce I got is organic. Everything I got is organic. The pasta, the tomato paste, the meat. This is the only thing that I got, and the chamomile tea are the only things that I got that were not organic. And altogether I spent $46.15. So I thought that was pretty good. So now I got to put all this stuff away, and we're late for lunch, so we're having warm up lunch. We actually had this last night. So I had just a partial box, and I cooked it up and had some jarred sauce. And the meatballs that I made in the meal prep. And then I put some home canned garbanzo beans because I wasn't sure if it was enough. My son is eating so much lately. Yeah, I thought it was a 1-year price. Well, we use it all the time. We use the on-demand service and everything. Alright, so we'll do a live demo of this new peeler. Got my carrot. I washed this all up. See if I cannot slice my hands. It's kind of terrifying. Let's see. That's what it looks like. Actually pretty nice. I'll do a little bit more. Whoops. It works better if you get a bigger, wider carrot. Yeah, I think this will work really nice for that papaya salad. And then just fun things like that. What do you think?
Good.
So, I'm going to eat our lunch. Got my giant glass of water. And then it'll be quiet time after lunch. Everybody started eating without me. Did you say your prayers?
No.
Alright, we'll see you in a little bit. Yeah, I got a Froggy. What is it? Froggy goes to bed, right? Alright, so we're having pizza tonight. We're going to have pita pizzas. So I got these. I really like these whole wheat pitas. I can find at H Mart. They have really good ingredients. It's just whole wheat flour, yeast, salt, sugar. So, I mean, that's what I would put in them if I made them homemade. So I'm going to use these for like pizza crust for little personal sized pizzas. One, because by the time you make homemade sauce and homemade dough and grate the cheese and cut all the vegetables from scratch, homemade pizza night sometimes stresses me out. So this takes one step out of it. This is also good for portion control because one of these is 150 calories, and if I were to make pizza dough, it would be a lot more than that, and this kind of keeps the total amount down. So, because usually on pizza night we go a little crazy. So I just keep those in the freezer, since by the time you bake them in the oven, they're, you know, it doesn't really matter if they get a little, I don't know, dried out or crispy or something. I don't know what I'm trying to say. These are the bell peppers I got, I guess at Aldi. Was it Aldi? And I got them 2 weeks ago, I think. And they've held up really well. They were really fresh to begin with, so I was pretty happy about that. So I'm going to go ahead and cut up the pizza toppings for dinner tonight. So usually we have like the same pizza toppings every time. It's like my favorite things. Onions, peppers, mushrooms, black olives, and then I could take or leave pepperoni, honestly, as long as I had all those veggies, especially the black olives. But my husband likes the pepperoni, so I pulled some. I have some here that was in the freezer. And then last time I made pizza, I just used some of this sauce. I don't really like this sauce for pasta, but it's the Costco one. It's the one that every YouTuber says they love so much at Costco, and it's way too garlicky for me, and I love garlic, so it makes a pretty decent pizza sauce though, because by the time you get all the pasta, or all the toppings, you don't really notice that it's a lot of garlic. So the last time I used it, I opened it, and then I just put the whole thing in the freezer, so it's like half of it's still in there, so hopefully it thaws by the time dinner rolls around. It's already 2 o'clock. This day is flying by. But if it doesn't, then I'm just gonna set it in a sink full of water. Same thing with the pepperoni. It probably will need to be thawed more quickly. And then I got these mushrooms. I think I got these at H Mart. And I got them at the beginning of the week, knowing that I wasn't going to use them until Friday for pizza night. And it's always a gamble, it seems, with mushrooms, but these look like they'll be okay. Just brushing off the loose, whatever that stuff is that they grow the mushrooms in. I sort of like this camera angle. I always have a hard time when I'm filming my food preps. I feel like my arms are in the way from you seeing what I'm seeing, so I don't know. Do you like this camera angle? This way you can get a nice up-close shot of my finger if I chop it off with my super dull knife. I need to have it sharpened. I think it's been, I think it was maybe 2 years ago I got this sharpened, and it's the knife I use every day. It's my, I think it's 5 or 6 inch Santoku. Does it say on here? 5.5 inch. I have a chef knife too that I really love by the same brand. I hardly ever use the chef knife anymore. It's a little bit heavier, so I use it for like cracking open coconuts, or I mean, really that's it. I'm using it kind of like a cleaver because it is a lot heavier than this knife, but this knife needs to be sharpened. Alright, that'll be enough mushrooms, especially since our pizzas are going to be a little bit more reasonably sized. I like to make plenty of toppings though, because especially the things that I like to have on my pizza, like mushrooms and peppers and onions, if we have any leftover, because we usually have pizza night on Friday night, if we have any leftover, then on Saturday morning when we have like a big family breakfast, we can just make them into omelets. Like just put all those veggies, and I think I even put black olives in an omelet once, and I don't think I would have done that for any other reason. I would never have thought to do that, but since they were kind of all mixed in with the onions and peppers and stuff, I did, and it was really good actually. Last thing is the black olives. So, there are the pizza toppings. I'm going to go ahead and... That doesn't work very well. So I'm going to put it like that in the fridge. I do everything in my power not to use saran wrap. And I'll go ahead and I guess grate up the cheese too. Was that a good mushroom? Yum. I haven't even been bothering with like getting dairy-free cheese or vegan cheese lately. We have pizza night pretty regularly, and I just don't even bother anymore. I just put vegetables in sauce. A lot of times, if I'm making it with dough, I will roll it up into like a stromboli or I don't know what you call them, like a calzone, I guess. A calzone is folded in half, right? Anyway. And that way, I don't have to worry about the vegetables like drying out or anything as it bakes in the oven because it's kind of all inside. And then I brush the outside with olive oil and put some salt on it, and it's really good. So I can't do that tonight since I have the pitas, but I wish I could have got that toaster oven. We could have tried it out with these little pizzas. When I was in, well, I guess junior college or community college, when I like first moved out of my parents' house, I lived in an apartment with a roommate, and I had that toaster, my lovely toaster, and I used to make English muffin pizzas all the time. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, all the time. Like, I just always had English muffins, and I kept those in the freezer too, because again, it doesn't really even matter, and it's kind of better if they are dried out a little bit, because then your pizza doesn't get really soggy. And I just kept like a jar of pizza sauce in the refrigerator at all times for impromptu English muffin pizzas. Oh, the good old days. Okay, so this cheese is ready for the cheese eaters. So anyway, I think it's a little bit sad that I'm trying to vlog just regular vlogging, and somehow I still end up getting a grocery haul and a food prep in it. So that's just how I roll. I'm gonna go put the baby down, and I'm gonna get the big girl to have some quiet time, but she doesn't know it yet. And then I'll see you in a little while. Okay, so I have a sleeping baby, and I have a big mess down here in the dark dungeon. So that's where I've been parking myself lately and crocheting up a storm. I'm going to show all this. I'm going to do a project roundup. But yeah, it's a mess everywhere, and we're going to have pizza night and watch a movie down here, so I want to get this cleaned up. And let's see, can I put you right here? For some reason, I really don't want to get my tripod out. I got these 2-gallon zipper bags at Target. They come in a box of 15, and they're not that expensive, and they are so awesome for like keeping your half-done projects in and stuff. And I've been like, as I'm finding yarn, I've been sorting it into these bags, and then I can put these bags, you know, in a big plastic tub, because usually I just kept my yarn in plastic tubs, and then it gets all untangled and stuff. And I'm going to do the same thing with my fabric. I have a bunch of like quilting cotton, so I'm going to divide like the 1-yard pieces and like the less than 1-yard pieces. This, I think, is, I'm done with that. And then I can put them in bags like this, so that when I need to kind of search through, I can kind of just look and see, rather than digging through and unjumbling everything every time I look for it. Alright, so that's about as clean as it's going to get around here. This is what we keep our firewood in, and I was going to put it out in the side porch, but I kind of want to build a fire. Maybe I'll build a fire. Let's see. Let me check the weather. I think it's going to be too warm for a fire. Oh, but you want to see something cool? So there's my TV, and I have this talking remote from my cable company, and you just talk into it, and it brings up the TV show that you want to watch. But recently they added Netflix and YouTube to it. So now I can say, Katie Cooks and Crafts on YouTube. And it brings me right up. That's so cool. I'll take my rags back upstairs. And this room's kind of a mess too. Are you going to help me clean it up?
Yes.
Through the magic of YouTube editing. So much nicer, right? I need to vacuum, but my baby's asleep, so I can't vacuum, even though I'm about 98% sure he wouldn't wake up anyway. But I'm going to take the excuse. So, let's see. It's about 4:30. What?
Making ears.
Oh, you're making ears. Wonderful. And dinner's pretty set, so yeah. It's functional, right? Not clean, but it's functional. 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 That works. That, my friends, is an empty laundry basket. I think I'm just gonna sit and relax. I might grab that purple yarn and work on that scarf a little bit. And then when my husband gets home, we'll start the pizzas. So, have you heard about the Tide Pod thing? When I was in probably elementary school, I heard some statistic about, I don't remember the percentage, but the vast majority of poisonings of little kids, like accidental poisonings of kids under 5 or something like that, it was like 80% or something, was because of dishwasher detergent. And that just always has blown my mind. And to this day, I cannot put dishwasher detergent, like we use the little pods for the dishwasher. I use loose powder detergent for my washing machine. But I cannot touch one of those pods or touch the scoop to scoop laundry soap into my washing machine. I have to immediately wash my hands. Like, if I am loading the dishwasher or loading the washing machine and my baby is crying, I will walk past my crying baby to go wash my hands before I touch my baby. Like, I have to wash my hands immediately after touching that stuff. And it's so caustic, and there's this trend going around with, it started out as a joke about eating Tide Pods, which is laundry detergent, you know, it's like, I don't know, it just terrifies me to think that some impressionable kids are eating laundry detergent. I actually watched one of those shows I was on a long time ago about like My Crazy Addiction or something like that on the Learning Channel, TLC, and it just, I cannot imagine purposefully ingesting laundry detergent. It just gives me the heebie-jeebies. If you have a kid, like a teenager or like a tween or something, oh dear God, talk to them about the Tide Pod Challenge. Even if you think that your kid is smarter than that, please, oh my gosh, I could not, I would, no. Nope. I cannot handle that. That's like my worst nightmare right there. Seeing somebody bite down on a Tide Pod. My channel gets demonetized all the time. All the time. For my cooking videos, grocery hauls, like the most innocuous things. And I get demonetized. But then there's videos of people eating Tide Pods. And don't even get me started on Logan Paul. Ridiculous. So anyway, I'm just sitting here crocheting and chit-chatting with you. I would like to figure out a way to go live, like either on YouTube or like Instagram or something like that. But I don't know how to do it. And I don't think my phone can do it. Oh my god, that is so cute. Bring that here, please, so I can see it. My daughter's been over there cutting and coloring and taping, and I don't even know what she's doing. Let me see. Look at that. She made that little man. Look, he's got hair. And I think she made like a little tent, or is it a garage or a tent?
Glass.
Yeah, she called it a garage earlier. She like folded it in half and made like a teepee tent for the little man. That's so cute.
Yeah.
I love it. It's got ears. I heard her earlier saying, I have to make him ears. Very, very cute.
I'm gonna put some tape on him.
Put some stripes on him?
Yeah.
Anyway, the phone that I have is ancient. And the audio is terrible. Like when I try to film clips on it, it sounds good for about 10 seconds and then it starts making this weird rattly sound. So I don't think that would work. Anyway, this is probably what it would be like anyway. Me live streaming me crocheting and not saying anything. We're talking about Tide Pods. Silly things. Alright, so that's the last of the purple yarn. I think it's long enough. It's probably like 60 inches. One more scarf in the books. And my husband's home. So, time to start making dinner. Alright, there's our pizzas out of the oven. Made some salads with some avocado and sunflower seeds. We got a mango back there, you see? There it is. Look at the cutest little baby slice of pizza.
She's challenging it to a knit-off.
Okie dokie. Dinner was really good. I put it into my nutrition tracker and that whole meal was like 485 calories, I think. So that was for one whole pita pizza and the salad and, you know, with the avocado and the seeds and some mango for dessert. So I thought that was pretty good. And it was plenty to eat. So usually on pizza night we kind of go crazy and eat giant slabs of homemade pizza. But that worked out really well. So I'm just gonna load these into the dishwasher, and then I'm going to the gym tonight with my mama. So I gotta get going because I don't like to go too late. It's already 8:28. My husband's reading bedtime stories to my daughter, and she's in the why phase really bad. So he reads like one sentence, and she says, "Why? The grass is green. Why? The sky is blue. Why? Why? Why?" So yeah, it's taking a little longer these days to get through story time with all the whys. So that made that really easy, having everything prepped ahead. And okay, I'm off to the gym. See you guys next time. Bye. I'm vlogging.